I was getting an energy, something that goes, they think you playing, but you really on it. It was giving an energy of it's time to get to work. Power up. Or powering up is what is literally being shaped in the fire. Spirit is saying don't put yourself in the poorhouse for others in this time, spiritually, physically, mentally. You're making people get it, Aries. And if not get it, try to make moves to try and understand. Try and understand you, your essence, your mere being. I feel like there are questions that people want to re-ask you. Clarity. But not all shall receive. Let's get into the reading. Now, there is a shift happening, and I know I keep saying this, but I know you guys have, you've been here right with me. You know, the astrological events of this year have been outstanding, to say the least. You know, it's a shift of the lunar nodes is what we've been, this crazy work has mostly, been what's taking place. Aries, a lot of you guys, and I've noticed this, okay? I told y'all I've started working on this ancient practice. I've started incorporating it into my personal readings, and sure enough, it makes sense. There is a shift. And two signs in particular, depending on your age and what period you're going into. Jupiter's entering into Aries, and Saturn, I believe, will be entering into Cancer. So a lot of you guys may be still in a Saturn period and about to segue out of, or in a Mars period and about to segue out of. But nonetheless, all right, change is here. And you are the poster child. Okay? You are definitely Cancer's cardinal, and so are you. So you're going to be the poster child, So just beware of what you're going to be the poster child for, Aries. And how that thing going to go. Let's get into it. Messages for Aries spirit. Should we pull some oracle? I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling it. And I'm getting this energy. There's a group I used to listen to, and you know how sometimes, at one point in your life, you were this type of person, and you may have dressed this way, or you like this type of music or whatever, and then you transition so far out of those phases that you kind of forget those nostalgic moments. But there's a group, and this may resonate with someone because I like to channel through music, or I feel like it is something that channels through me. But the group Gorillas, it was an energy given, like the song goes, hey, happening, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine. In a bag, I'm useless, but not for long, the future is coming on. And I'm standing in line this morning in a store. You know what I'm saying? And this is just running through my mind, like the lyrics, the words. I haven't heard that song or that group's name in I know a good 10 years plus. But today, this morning, that could be symbolic. A lot of y'all could have counted your last, counted yourself out, felt like you literally are useless. Hell, I've been there. You know what I mean? Trust and believe more than a few times. Excuse me. Clear the throat chakra, spirit. But spirit is saying, no. You may feel like you useless, or you may feel like there's no place for you, but not for fucking long. All right, pocket full of sunshine. Even if you keeping it in your pocket and not letting it free, it's still in there. You know what I mean? It's the future going forward. This is now your torch to take and walk and run and leap and shine and sing and dance and read and write and solidify. Let's get into it. See what messages come out. They're trying to shut me up before I even get into the read. Shame on you. Shame on you. I'm almost feeling called to switch. All right, this discussion I'm getting revolves around you. Messages for Aries spirit. So you're unlocking others' potential. You are putting people in a mental space of clarity as far as if there is any competition between you and them, if there's any comparison. I feel like you're giving clarity when it comes to that. And people are now having to sit with an energy of, it's their pride, that's keeping them down and away from you. And keeping you guys apart, for whatever motive, that this person may have had when it came to you, or, falsely felt like you had some type of motive. You're really giving clarity as far as what you want out of life and what direction you want to go with it. You're making it clear, how you are a respectful energy, and that of the flow of energy, the constant flow, that you are indeed in line. And not wanting to get wrapped up in the fray. Everyone knows I'm in over my head. 8 seconds left in overtime. Come on, y'all. I'm saying, Aries, like, you could be on somebody's mind right now for real, or you putting heavy things, big things on people's minds. It's a shift. You know what I mean? And you taking people with you. I ain't mad at you. The Lone Ranger. That's how it be. Everybody wonders why the crazy person is always out there wandering in the forest until they actually go out there and wander themselves, right? Like, that's the energy, and I love it. Look at this. All these different people, all these different synchronicities, all these different energies and numbers and meanings and values. And it came out. Stand yours, Aries. Make sure whatever you do, you stand your value. Okay? You stand your ground. I see you in there number 1 a few times. It's needed. You can't get to 10 without 1. Hello. Let alone 12. Don't let that go over your head. Yeah. I think it's with you. A lot of people thought you never come to some type of realization. You'd always be the one that was the dummy, the fool. If I can't get nobody else to do it, I know I can. Yeah. Aries is busy this time. You know what I mean? That's what it's giving. That's clarity. You don't get no clearer than that. And you may not even have to express that. That's the best way. When you don't have to express it, people already know. Don't you come over here with this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You may not dish it out, but you keep it bottled up somewhere in the back. Okay, it's stocked. All right, but it's not for sale. You don't put it out there in the open, right? And for a lot, that's clarity. It's uncomfortable, but it's necessary. And I like this version of you, Aries. I really do. Yeah. I mean, if you don't take the time to reflect and make space for yourself, make understanding space for you to understand, then I mean you gonna trap yourself every time, and then people are gonna try and trap you in their ways because they don't want you to have the space in the room to think. They don't want you to have the opportunity a lot of times because a lot of times you be they opportunity. But let's see how you are with in your own space, your own thoughts, energies, and creativity, and wonders, and dreams. I bet you it's something on a whole nother level. Something that they wouldn't be able to add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Let's get into the tarot and see what comes out. Messages for Aries spirits. What is this discussion when it comes to the collective? What does Aries need to know, Spirit? All right, Knight of Swords. Yeah, like I said, it's not so much of what you're saying, but what you're doing. You may be distracting yourself on purpose. You may be distancing yourself on purpose, but it's not because of any one particular person. I feel like it's more of a pull towards something, that's more of a dream for you, or just something, that you feel is making you ambitious. And I feel like there may be times when your ambition, your fire peaks, and you feel a moment where this is when I need to move. This is when I need to take action. This is when you're going to start, especially tomorrow. We have this supermoon in Taurus. All right. This is the energy for you to really ground and hone in, what you're about to really be ambitious in going into this next run. Because what you are doing, I've been saying this for, I feel like the past couple years, is energy. It takes time to move in sometimes. Sometimes it'll move in a little sooner. Sometimes it'll move in a little later. You know what I mean here? But it's a wave, and the point is to get on it and ride it, but at the right time, at the right alignment. That's why you yourself as your temple. You know what I mean? It's good to have drive and to want to get things done, in a timely fashion or whatever. But alignment is most important. These are necessary steps. And people are seeing what they skipped over that you didn't. Or, maybe you've had to start over a few times and they have too equally amount of times. But you actually stopped this time, got on the wave and rode that motherfucker. Like, this is what this is right now. I'm going to read this book. I'm going to get this information. I'm going to learn this knowledge. You know what I mean? I'm going to see how this thing ticks. I'm going to see where I fit. It's what you're giving out here. And the discussion it's like I said, when I started to read, they think you playing, but you really on that. Like, look how many books this lady over here reading. Like, it's not even funny. Like a master studier right now. I don't know what exam she got coming up, or what exam or whatever it is that Spirit has coming up for you, but baby, you on it and you ready, and they see it, and they wasn't this type of ready. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even know that you were this type of ready, or that you were about to even have to get this type of ready. But baby, get ready. Okay? Get ready. 15:05 on the clock. They're like, oh, Aries is ready, ready, huh? Yeah. Yeah, ready, ready. Stay ready, honey. Ready, ready, stay ready. Ain't never got to get ready, honey. Messages for Aries spirit. All right, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. Yeah, like I said here, like Capricorn energy. This could be, to some you look like you're doing the same old, same old. It looks like you're not going anywhere, like you're not heading anywhere, but at the same time, I feel like people know you, or to a certain extent, where they're like, you may be simple, but you're not that type of simple. You know what I mean? Like Aries is not just out here on a whim somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That thing is about to come together, whatever they're working on, or whatever you step foot into, or especially if you look like you're starting to move different. Antennas are definitely always, looking, because people are always looking for the next best this, or, especially when it comes to competition. And this is in any arena. This in your family. This where you work at. Hell, this where you shop at. This could be where you get your nails done, where you get your hair done, anywhere. You know what I mean? Wherever you fit in the world. But it's people, they think they know what people got going on, so that they can figure out a way to make sure that what they got going on is even better. But when it comes to you, like I said, this person is somewhere privately studying. Don't nobody know what they really got going on. She on her phone. She could be posting on social media. She could be texting, talking, saying anything to anybody out there in the world. But truth be told, you see that unicorn back there on her wall? Unicorns are what? Magical. And I ain't never seen one in real life. 1717 on the timer, but spiritually speaking back there, we all look like we about to get to see one after she get done doing what she doing. I feel like that's some energy that, come off the wall and come to life for you. You really out there, like the person I spoke on, being the crazy person out there in the woods, but you taking it out there. You know what I mean? Because that's where it all begins. And that's what you are. You don't forget where you come from, because you are number one. And like I said, you can't get to 10 without one. So you will be a fool to forget that. And people are just now figuring out, you that deep? Yeah, and some, motherfucker. 3 of Cups, Cancer energy. And like I said, this could be a Cancer. For those of you with heavy Cancer placements, you may want to, like I said, to come as far as the transition, Saturn moving into Cancer. I know some of you guys who are different signs of the zodiac. If you are Cancer watching, just kind of look into your Saturn placements in your chart. That's where you're going to be affected the most. Aries, of those of you who are shifting into Jupiter, specifically, and pay attention to where this is going to hit in your houses, because that's where it's going to break down, where you're going to take the biggest losses and achieve the greatest successes, is what this boils down to. Okay. And the 3 of Cups is also that, in that Cancer energy. It's celebrations in this sense. But as far as emotions go, what we're dealing with now with Sun and Scorpio, and I believe the moon was in Aries. Is it in Taurus yet? It may be in Taurus already, but this right here, this is for you to take your desires, the bonds that you have with people, just the power that you are taking back or seeking. Now is the time for you to put intentions into that Taurus energy, because that's what's going to be running through you as far as emotions. Taurus energy, feelings, things that you are attached to, possessions, valuables, people. People may be looking at you like a dollar sign. People may be looking at you at what type of power that you have over them, and vice versa. With the Two of Pentacles, what are you getting out of this is what you're going to be looking at. It's how you may be feeling at this time. What am I getting out of this? Yeah, toxic witches. And that's how you know what is beneficial, what's necessary. That's what stays. That's what continues to stay grounded and grow. Everything else has to go. If you want me to simply put it. Because Taurus is the bank. It's about making money. It can be. Whether that's fast or whether that's slow, you're going to get there. So what you're setting up now in this cycle with these intentions is you stay committed, you're going to get there. And people are discussing that. Maybe some of these theories of yours do work. You know, maybe some of this work that you're putting in does work. Maybe some of those stars out there twinkling are picking up your signal. You know, look at that. Got the Four of Swords, Gemini energy. And also spiritually right now, you know, especially to all my healers, if this is something that you all are not to just say healers, but just all of you guys in general, if this is something you're actively participating in, you know, make sure to rest your chakras, like rest your energy, your body, your mind. You know, take a moment to meditate and reflect before entering into the moon's energy. Especially, you know, you need to be still, you need to be at peace, and you need to be open. So, you know, this is something to take serious. That's what that Four of Swords energy is. You know, not to overexert yourself, because you need to be open. All right, cozy witch, yeah. I'm telling you, Aries, you look good, you feel good. And when I say that, when I say look good, you ain't got to walk out the house and, you know, face full of makeup and flashy clothes and, you know what I mean? A shower, some clean clothes, what makes you feel comfort at your most comfort level. And it makes you feel brand new. If getting your nails done and your hair done, you know what I mean, and or adding aesthetics is something that puts you in your element and opens up your third eye. It opens up your solar chakra. It opens up your heart chakra, your passion, your creativity. You know, it opens up those things. Then by all means, step into that. You know what I mean? That's what this cozy witch is. This is affirmations. You know, this is affirming yourself further, not just with words, but with visually seeing what you are wanting to become or already becoming, blossoming inside your head. But maybe you need to start to see it visually. Maybe you need to draw a picture or paint or write it down. A vision board helps people as well. But these are all things, you know what I mean, that I feel maybe people didn't see you for the type of person to be able to take these types of things on or be able to reshape yourself or reshape your ways and your habits to just such a degree, you know. And like I said, I love this version of you. I'm loving this read right now. I'm loving this discussion, Aries. I must say. Oh, y'all, I done went almost 30 minutes into this read. I did no introduction. Welcome, you guys. Aries the Emperor here. Back with another general read as we are almost halfway through. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I am running a special on the site. All readings and intention candles and all of my natural soaps and oils are on sale at this time, 33% off. The discount, it'll check out automatically for you once you add everything to your cart and go to checkout. So there is no discount code to actually enter. I have been enjoying connecting with you guys as well. I just want to say that too, and thank you for your support. And to those of you who do donate to the channel, all of you who donate to the channel going forward for the month of November, that is $1, $5, $10, whatever. Anything y'all donate, it helps. It goes to this channel, I promise you. But going forward, I think whatever donations I get, I know the holidays have been rough, especially with the SNAP benefits. And I know Thanksgiving for a lot of people. I've personally here in my community, I've been, I've already talked to a few people, and it's really impacting a lot. And so anybody that donates, you don't have to, but it's appreciated. I am going to make sure that I donate as well, not only match, but make sure that I can help as many families as I can, at least for the Thanksgiving holiday. So if you guys would like to join me, all of my information, and I'm trying not to cry, y'all, because it's really fucked up, but I'll leave all my information in the description box, y'all. God bless y'all. That's all I can say. Give me a second. See, now I don't even know where this came from. And I can't say what I want to say. That's really why I'm kind of pissed off. But I may have to start a Patreon. Because, baby, these filters and not being able to speak. All right, let's get through it. My bad, y'all. It sucks when you treat people that are human like they are inhuman. All right, we have the Four of Wands, Aries energy, and the Page of Cups, Pisces energy. And let's get one more. But I'm sorry, if you guys would like to connect with me, all of my information is in the description box down below. All of that just threw me all the way off. Like, I get upset every time I think about it. I haven't said much about it because I know how I get. All right, and we have the Two of Wands, Aries energy. Okay. I feel like there is a foundation as far as whatever it is that you're dreaming about, Aries. We all have at least a gift, at least a talent, at least one purpose. Some have more, more to do in this world than others. But for the most part, I feel like this is spirit making it clear, like you are giving clarity out to those around you physically who can pick that signal up. That's enough, for the ethers themselves to gain understanding when it comes to you and granting you at least one or two of those dreams. You know what I mean? And letting that play out for you, because you have not only unlocked your own potential, but you've actually found your path. And that's what that is all about in this life, and that's what you're figuring out. Those little pieces you put in together, those are the biggest pieces that you ever gonna have to put together in your life, because when you really do get there, when you really do taste success and whatever that is that you're chasing, you gonna remember the recipe from then on. And that's what's real about you. That's what's special about you. That's what they can't change about you. That's what they can't copy about you. And they damn sure can't take from you, because it's yours. And I'm going to leave this read here, y'all. Hit that like and subscribe button for more messages from me. Mwah, mwah. Ciao.